Let's hold that over. I'm
I
glad
do.
we have a bottle. Couldn't be bothered.
Right, Nick wants to start lying down.
Oh, good. I do as well.
Let's go and lie down. Yeah. Just have a little wiggle so you can get your shoulder blades underneath. I'm just going to bring the feet together, point the toes, and just bring the arms up and over. So you're stretching out, nice straight line. And just reach through the fingertips, point the toes, squeeze everything. And then relax off. We're going to flex the feet. So pull the toes up towards the face, squeeze your thighs, and your heels might come off the floor. Just slight bend in the elbow. Now we're going to point again, push away, lengthen the arms, stretch, pull everything into the center line, squeeze. Lower back is just in neutral, so it's slightly off the floor, and then relax, bend the elbows a little bit, flex the toes, feet, like toes, that would be weird. Last one, we're going to point, bring your feet together if you've got them apart. I link my thumbs in this and then push away, palms are facing up towards the ceiling, squeeze, squeeze everything into the center line, and then relax up. So we're going to come into banana, all right, so we're going to wiggle both feet over to the right side, so both my legs will come off the mat, and I'm going to hook my left foot over the right, ankle over the right ankle. And now I'm going to leave my bum where it is, but shuffle my shoulders, head and shoulders over to the right side as well. I'm going to take my right hand and hold the left wrist, right? And then I'm going to pull there. So I want you to try and push the left hip down, squeeze the legs together to help with that. So you're pressing the hips into the floor and then extending through that side body. I want you to think about feeling it between the ribs. So stretching into the ribs on that left side. Hold it there, breathe. Last breath. And then slowly release. We're going to hook the feet and then wiggle back over and then keep going over to the left side. Hook your right leg over that left side. Leave your bum where it is, head and shoulders shuffle across. Left hand takes the right wrist. So start pulling on that right arm if you can. Now push that right bottom down, squeeze the legs together, pull into that. So make sure you feel it in that side body rather than just concentrating on the arm. Stretch into the ribs. Hold it there, breathe. And then nice and slowly let go and wiggle back into the centre. Right. I want you to bring your hands back down by the sides. And then if you have a quick look, what I'm going to do is do little L's with my hands and bring them under, like make a little shelf under your bum. See what I mean? So your thumbs are kind of under your lower back and then push down. So it's at the top of your bum. And the backs of your hands are, your bum's resting on the backs of the hands. That was a really complicated explanation about putting your hands under your backside. Right, so head and shoulders back down. All right, so you want to try and keep this natural arch. When you bring a leg up, don't push your lower back into the floor. Keep the lower up, the arch in the back, all right, and pull your lower abdomen in. We're going to point the toes. We're going to lift that right leg off the floor and point the toes up to the ceiling. I want you to really squeeze both legs. So you're in a little L shape with the legs. Flex that right foot down. And then nice and slowly back to the floor and feel the lower abdomen work. Plug it in as you push that leg back down. Point the toes. Left side. Left foot points. We're coming up. Flex the foot. Now nice and controlled down. Squeeze that leg. Feel that lower abdomen. Can you feel lower abdomen? Yeah, good. All right, right side. Point and lift that leg straight up towards the ceiling. Flex and back down. Feel it across the hip bones. All right, so right there across the middle. Point left side up. flex that foot and down. So we can do this kicks, 2 legs, keep going as you were if you want. Otherwise, we'll do both legs at the same time. All right. Okay. So if you want to, all right, we're going to lift both legs up. We're going to flex the feet, pull that lower abdomen in and down. You can do 1 leg at a time if you want. Point the toes, coming up with the legs. Keep that lower back off the floor, and your thumb should be helping there to keep the shape. Flex the feet slow. Down. There we go. Point, back up. Pull that lower abdomen in. Flex the feet and down. You can blame Nick for this. Point the toes and up with the legs. Flex the feet and down. How are we getting on? Is that all right? We'll do 1 more for luck. Point the toes, legs up, flex the feet, and nice and slowly all the way down. Relax there. Come up onto the forearms. That's it. So wiggle them underneath you a bit so you can lift the chest up. All right? You can do this with, there we go. You can do it with bent legs, all right? Or we can do it with straight legs. So bent, we're going to bring up and lift, flex and down. Point, bend, lift and down. If you want to try it with straight, you can. So keep lifting that chest, flex and down. Point, lift, good, flex, down. You're loving it, aren't you? Point, okay, flex. Now, we're going to separate the feet, yes, and bring them down, good. See if you can hover, bring them together, down. Up, flex, wide, slow, slow, slow. So, and together, good. Let's sit up from there. Right, keep the toes pointed to start with, hands on those legs. And then you're just going to walk, kind of walk back. So you're right on the seat bones, all right? And just lift the chest. So all I'm doing is rounding here, and then I'm going to push the chest forward, nice strong legs. Round, stop everything in, and then pull that chest forward. Good, nice. Round, and pull the chest forwards. Now try and stay there. Think about lifting the chest, strengthening the legs, push the legs down, and then you're trying to bring abdomen towards the legs rather than your head. So keep looking forwards if you can. Use the arms to help pull those shoulders back so you're keeping a straight, or you're not rounding with the back, you're keeping it up, keeping that chest up, keeping the chest up, keeping the chest up. Move forwards, good. Inhale, coming back up. We're going to leave the right leg where it is, bend into that left leg. So if you remember, we're going to activate the outer hip, so you can squeeze your bum there to bring that leg out, all right? Hands either side of that leg, we're going to lift that chest up. We're just going to do a couple of practices first, so think about where your shoulders are. We're going to roll them back, keep that chest up, exhale forwards over that leg, keep this leg nice and strong. Inhale, lift up, exhale, inhale up, good, exhale, inhale, nice. All right, now we're going to use core to do it. So hands face each other, reach forward with the arms, lift that chest, strong leg. Inhale, this is breakfast time up. Exhale, reaching forwards. Good, and up again, lovely. And reaching forwards with the chest, and up. 3, 4, 5. See if we can reach past the foot. Can we get? All right, keep this leg nice and strong. Push it into the floor. All right, wherever you are, we're going to catch that leg. Okay, so when you've got your hands on the leg, you can help that to pull the chest along so your head comes nearer to the foot. You see, so rather than doing this, I'm pulling forwards with that chest and coming down over the leg. Nice. Yes, that's it. So keep thinking. You might breathe a bit and go, ah. All right, strengthen that leg, push that hamstring into the floor. Pull on the leg or the foot help lengthen down that leg. There we go. All right, lengthen and release. So we're just going to do a little, separate this foot from the leg, right? You can sort of slightly turn and kind of look in the middle there, all right? Activate the outer hip, and I'm going to bring that leg up. 1, 2, squeeze, 3, 4, 5. Nice. Okay, let's bring that leg back. Shuffle. Flex the feet this time, all right? Lift the chest. Push that chest forward, shoulder blades are down. Inhale. Exhale, going to reach forwards, reach forwards, reach forwards. Maybe stop, all right? Just breathe out. All right, okay? Little wiggle down with the hands if you come forwards a little bit. And think, have your shoulders come with it. Roll them back. Inhale, lift that chest. So super strong through the backs of the legs. Squeeze, so then you can push the hamstrings down. Pull yourself forward over those legs. Inhale, lengthen, and then release. We're going to do the other leg. Bend, pull that leg in. Activate that outer hip. We held onto the leg first. Then right, like I said, lift the chest, all right? Square yourself over that front leg. Exhale, coming forwards. Wherever you can reach to, just hold it there. Concentrate on that left leg, super strong left leg. Push it into the floor. Try and think, have I rounded? I'm going to lift my chest. Good. Okay, coming back up. I'm going to do the core version. So really pulling everything into the midline, right? Hands extend. You push the shoulder blades forward. Inhale here. Exhale forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. 5. Nicely done. All right. So next one, we're going to go. So we're going to come forwards, reach as far as you can. So you might be hold on to that leg. Use the hands to pull that chest forward. Super squeeze that left leg. Inhale. Exhale. Super squeeze that left leg. Don't let it go. Inhale, extend, and release. Make a little. Been tortured. So make a little gap, right? And I'm going to activate that outer hip, and we're going to bring it up. 1, 2. Control it on the way down as well. Keep squeezing. 3, 4, 5. That's it. Good. Straighten that leg. Okay. Hands behind. So we can slightly lean back a bit. You might need to help you do it. We're going to start with the right leg. We're going to point the toes. We're going to straighten that right, well, both legs, but especially the right one. We're going to see if we can lift that leg off the floor. Good. Again. 3, 4, 5. Nice. Okay. Next one, we're going to lift it. We're going to do a little circle and bring it out to 45. Nice. Okay. Hold it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you can. All right. Lean back a little bit more, but try not to kind of sag. All right. If you need to lean back, just try and push the chest forward so you're working the hip flexor rather than sort of bend your leg a bit if it's not happening. That's good. All right. So we're going to go a little bit wider if we can. All right. Squeeze that right leg. Try and lift the chest. We're going to lift. We're going to bring it round. There we go. All right. A little bit harder when it's up here. All right. So squeezing that leg. Sit up if you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. All right. We're going to like L shape if we can. All right. Okay. So lift. Out we come. Are we all right? Yeah. That's it. Okay. Now we're just going to do a mini roll of that leg, right? So even get your hand to help you, because Luke's thinking, what the hell are you going on about? So I'm in this L shape like this, and I'm going to make this leg roll. So pretend you haven't got a knee, we've got a stick instead of a leg, all right? We're squeezing and we're rolling right from the socket here. Roll, roll. Doesn't have to be a big thing, just even if it's like, all right? Just try and get it to move. Looking good. All right, so adjust. Okay, got to bring that leg back now. All right, let's do it in 3. 1, 2, 3. Right, other leg. Again, lift the chest. If you need to lean back, lean back. All right. Left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. Got the idea. All right, we're going to lift. We're going to bring it out about 45. Okay. Have a little readjust if you need. All right, might need to move back a little bit more as it comes wider. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. Coming out. Did we do one more before we went square? Okay. One, 2, we won't ask. 3, 4, 5. Good. Out we come. So you might need to give it a wiggle. Don't feel like you've got to get there in one. Like you might need to hoof it out a bit. All right. Okay. So super strengthen this left leg. All right. I'm slightly turning into the middle. All right. And then I'm going to roll that leg. So even if you need to use, I like to, especially first off, come on leg, actually physically help it move because it helps your head know what you want your body to do. I know it sounds a bit weird, but it does work. All right. So get it to roll in the socket. Excellent. Okay. All right. So it's coming back again in 3. All right. Squeeze. Squeeze that down. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Okay. Let's tuck the feet in. Come into easy pose if you can. Doesn't matter which way around you fold your legs. Right. Fingertips on the floor. Inhale, lifting that chest. Exhale, round. Tuck everything in, round. This is where you look at your feet and think, good God, I need some more foot cream. Inhale, drag that chest forward. Exhale, round. I want to do it every day. File the hooves. Inhale, drag through this. Round. I bet you've got really nice soft feet, haven't you? Blokes always do. Oh, I don't know about that.
I've got no complaints about my feet.
Well, I find it when you start wearing sandals. Oh,
Oh, you see,
yeah.
I wear heels less than you.
Who said?
We've only got your word for that.
Yeah. Round. Drag that chest forward. Little bend in the elbow. So try and drag those shoulders down the back, shoulder blades. All right, try and tuck it in. Round. And drag the chest forwards. Now try and stay in that shape. Walk the fingers forwards. So it's like you're trying to do a back bend. Obviously you can't in this shape, right? But you're not rounding forward, you're trying to pull that chest up. So the chest is a bit higher than the past it. Big shoulders. Let's pull them down there. So to do that, you've got to use your back muscles here to pull down, all right? So you're squeezing your back. Let's see if we can come forwards. Reaching forward. Have a breathe here. So just have a little rest. So use your fingertips to help claw. Think, right, we're going to move again. So we're going to pull those shoulder blades down and squeeze my back, pulling the abdomen in. Exhale, coming forwards again, maybe letting that forehead go towards the floor. Inhale, lift the gaze. We're going to walk those hands back and come into a little twist. So just bring the arms up, palms face up, together. Inhale here. Exhale, we're going to go to the right side. Left hand on that right knee. So then when you get the hand there, sit up again. Pull this left shoulder down. Twist over that right shoulder. Pull the abdomen in. Feel the twist in the side waist. Inhale, back towards the centre, arms up. Super squeeze here to push the knees up. Exhale, we're going to come the other way to the left side. So when you get that hand on the leg, use the hand behind to lift up, pull that right shoulder blade down, twist to the left. Super squeeze, pull the abdomen in, feel the side waist work. Inhale, facing forwards. Hands down. All right, so from here, you might be able to drag yourself forwards onto all fours. If you don't want to do that, you can whack your legs out to the side and come forward. Otherwise, we're going to roll forwards, lovely, and then come out to sweat. So if you just need to flick your legs out, that's absolutely fine. Okay. Let's do a bit of cat-cow. So, I don't want to see neat, pretty hands. You've got to claw like this. Okay. So my palms are actually off the floor, and I'm squeezing with the fingertips, heels of the hands down. Think about pulling those shoulder blades down now. My wrists are right under the shoulders. Your toes don't have to be together. We can start with the shins parallel. I want to press the tops of the feet into the floor, shins into the floor, stick your bum in the air. Now, where I said before, you've got to squeeze your lower back. So as we arch, I'm pulling the shoulder blades down, I'm squeezing my bum, I'm squeezing that lower back to lift the gaze, all right? Use your arms to push away from the floor, pull the chest through. Exhale, we're going to go the other way. So mid-back, up towards the ceiling, tuck under with the pelvis, squeeze your bum. Inhale, arching here. That's it. Good. So don't just kind of flop down like this. I want you to squeeze your back. It helps to pull with the hands. And round, press that chest away from the floor, middle back up towards the ceiling. Come back to neutral. All right, little round in the back, sit back into extended child, creep the fingers forward, keep the elbows off the floor, straighten the arms. Forehead down towards the floor. Creep those fingers forwards. As high up as you can manage, all right, without lifting your bum off the mat. We're going to do a nice slow roll forwards. Keep your chin tucked in, rolling forwards like you're coming up to all fours. Excuse me. Keep rolling forwards. Start to drop the hips down. Separate the feet so they're comfortably wide there. Drop the hips down. Now you're going to squeeze your bum as you push the hips forward. Then you're going to lift away from the floor. And if you start up here, I want you to bring those shoulder blades back. So you might even do a little wiggle with the arms to get in position. You warm up into it. Exhale, press into the hands, suck the lower abdomen in, toes back together, round the back, all the way back into extended child. Feel the stretch through the front of the shoulder, sort of armpity. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, start to drop the hips, separate the feet, hips down, squeeze your butt. Inhale, lift away from the floor. Pull those shoulder blades down the back, squeeze your lower back. Exhale, press into the hands, round, all the way back, extended child. We'll do two more, roll forwards. Exhale, drop the hips. So I like to get my shoulder blades back now. So when I'm in this position, I pull them back there. Push into the floor, lift away. Exhale, press. Extended child, we've got one more to go. Inhale, roll. Exhale, dropping down. Inhale, lifting up. Nice. Press into the hands, round, extended child. From here, we're going to lift the gaze. We're going to walk the hands back. Right, and we're going to bring the knees together. So we're going to lift the arms up and over. We'll start in baby. So in baby, your arms are back behind you and the palms are up. All right. So just bring the forehead down and then lengthen the arms to the side so the shoulders flop round the knees and your palms are facing up towards the ceiling. It's quite nice. You can stay here for a while. If you want, or you don't want, I'm going to make you do hair. So bring the hands together behind the back. We're interlacing the hands. You can have loose hands, whereby I mean your hands are not touching, like your fingers are connected, but your palms are not, or we're clamping the hands together. Obviously, it's harder when you clamp their hands together. So we're going to see if we can lift the arms away from the back here. All right, you might need to separate the hands. Have a little wiggle into the shoulder blades. You want to squeeze the shoulder blades together here. Just move your forehead ever so slightly forwards on the mat. And then we're going to roll forwards onto the crown of the head, and the hips come up, the arms come over the head. Good. Lovely. Let's come back down and release. There we go. So just have a little sit up so you can have a look. So try and have the palms facing each other. Even if you can't get the hands together, try them in this shape here, like this. So you might have loose hands and then we're holding like this. Let's all try seated like this first. So we're going to round. Now I'm going to pull the shoulders back and extend the arms. Tiny bend in the elbow. I don't want you kind of over straightening the arms. Right? Like that. And release. And do it again. And release. Do it again. Release. Do it again. Right? Is that feeling a bit looser? No? Yeah. Okay, right, good. All right, so when you've warmed up a bit, you might be able to clamp the hands together, but don't worry if you can't do that, because I've done that before and popped my shoulder. Oh, don't do that. It doesn't feel good. All right. I've been a dick before and tried to do it. All right. So yeah. Gone. It can go. Doing. All right. So yeah. Forehead down. So when you roll forwards, if you just want to have a quick watch, and then you can see where my head is. All right. So nose is on the floor. Now crown of the head. Now bring the arms up and over. All right. So obviously you can have looser hands if that feels better on the shoulder. Okay. So then we're going to kind of ratchet up. All right. So I'll show you what I mean. It feels quite nice. It actually feels quite nice. Now I've really scared the hell out of you. So, here we go. All right, so hands where you want. Okay, nose down. Start to work so my hands are still touching my back, but I'm lifting my shoulder blades together so my shoulders come way off the floor. All right, now I'm going to come onto the crown of the head. Now I'm going to start to bring the arms up. Does that make sense? You can bring the toes together if you like. I find it even sort of more stable. So really press into the shins, squeeze your bum. Bring the arms over to where you can manage, all right? And just have a couple of breaths here. Have a little wiggle. So we'll do a little wiggle here to try and free the shoulders up a little bit, all right? Just breathe there. As you inhale, I'm squeezing my shoulder blades together a bit more. Now, I'm going to pretend I'm going to sit down. So I'm lowering my butt closer towards the heels, but I'm hovering. Now I'm going to inhale back up again, and your arms might have a bit more space to come over. Exhale, bum towards the heels, hover. Inhale, coming back up, and you might find that the arms go over. We'll do two more. Hover your bum. Inhale up, arms come over. Hover the bum. Inhale up, arms come over. Tiny bit more, maybe. Right? Hold it there. Hold it there. Hold it there. Breathe. Inhale. Let's sit all the way down. Nice and slow. Bring those arms back and release. Back into baby. So you've got the palms facing the seat. You might feel a bit pins and needles. All right? So just wiggle the fingers. Release, come to seated. Nobody popped a shoulder there. Excellent. Good. All right, from here. fingers down, and we'll just separate the knees a little bit here. So we're going to come into like little cat-cow seated, all right? So it's a case of moving the pelvis, tilting, all right? So as I'm tilting forwards, the hip bones are coming closer towards the thighs, all right? And then as I come back, you're tucking under, and if I show you from the side, my bum kind of moves so that you end up flat on the feet. Does that make sense? And then you're tilting forwards and flat. Do you see? Right. So, hands on the knee. Exhale. We're going to round. So I'm tucking under, squeeze, pull everything in. Shoulder blades come around the edges. Now use the fingers on the knees to help. Drag that chest forwards, pelvis tilts. Hip bones closer towards the thighs, lift the chest. So I'm closing the distance here, I'm squeezing my lower back forwards. Exhale round, tuck under. Inhale, drag that chest through, maybe lifting the gaze, depends on how your neck feels. You don't have to, you can look forwards. Exhale round. Inhale, arching here. Nice. Okay. Hands down to the floor, bring those knees back more to square. I'll do left leg because it's nearer the camera that way. All right, so we're going to extend that left leg behind. The top of the foot is still on the floor, all right? So don't tuck your toes, that's it, back of the leg there. We're just going to bring that leg up to horizontal, all right? Squeeze your bum, squeeze the whole leg. So a bit high, Linda, lower with the leg, that's it, there. Feel your butt do the work, not the lower back. Good. Bring the knee back in, just hover so it matches with the right, and then we're going to kick back again and squeeze. Good. And hover, leg back and squeeze. So you can see my leg isn't that high off the floor, all right? I'm making my bum do the work. Sorry, I've left you there. Hover. All right, let's bring that knee down. So I want you to get used to using your butt to do a lot of the work when you lift that leg out. Don't leave it loose. Loosey-goosey, ain't going to do it, all right? So, leg, strengthen the leg in this position. So I'm squeezing my thigh, I'm already squeezing my butt. I'm going to lift that leg off the floor. Excellent, good. We're going to flex that foot. So toes pull towards you, right? We're going to turn that leg out to the side. So we're opening the hip. So push into that right shin to lift that left hip up. We're going to see if we can do a little circle with that leg. So it's coming out, maybe to halfway. Good. That's it. Lift. Back round. Toes point towards the floor. Turn the foot out. Might come up a bit higher. Nice. Nice coordination. Good. Coming back. Back. Toe points towards the floor. Do one more. So we're trying to bring it forwards, okay? Turn. See if you can bring it all the way forwards to the outside of that left hand. Oh, it's because you're doing the different leg.
Yeah, I just realised.
Yeah, so just do your arm. Have you warmed up with the other leg though? Stay on the other leg if you want.
Oh, it's all right.
Okay. All right. So obviously, if you need to, manhandle your leg into position. All right. Bring the fingers back so you can lift that chest. We're going to soften into that left leg. All right. It might feel like it's really far forward now. Okay, I want to work on that right side. So that turns sideways here. I'm ignoring this left leg and I'm thinking about my right butt. All right, I'm going to squeeze it and push forwards with that right hip. Keep this foot on the floor if you can. The knee is well, mine's further out than the foot. I just want you to think about trying to push into the chest and squeeze that back leg. And I'm pushing forwards with that hip. I'm tucking under with the bum, squeeze, and pushing down towards the floor. Pull those hips back, come onto that heel. Nice. Okay, and put down, push forward with the hip, and pull back onto that heel. Forward with the hip, pull back, forward with the hip, pull back. Last one. Nice. Okay. So from here, right, we're going to see if we can walk forward with the hands a little bit. and come forwards. Keep lifting that chest. Can you squeeze there? Back, push that leg down as far as you can towards the floor. Nice, this is looking good, isn't it? Right. If you're feeling brave enough, we're going to bring that right elbow down. And then we're going to come back up. Right? No good for you. Leg. Right. Let's try an elbow again. Maybe another elbow. Squeeze your right bum. See if you can get as much of that right leg on the floor as you can. Good. On and out. Let's walk back. Just stretch that left leg out. Toes go on the floor there. Right, so we're going to try and move this leg with strength. I want your hands on the floor, and then you're going to push so that you round the upper back, and then you're going to flex that left foot and lift that leg off the floor and bring it all the way back round. Toes point towards the floor, bend and match. So, right, square again. So I'm going to reset in the middle. Right leg, we're going to stretch it out behind. So your legs are stick. Squeeze the whole leg, squeeze your bum, lift, not too high, so that you're using your right bum, not your lower back. Now, I'm going to bend and hover, match the knees. That's it. Now again, keep that toe pointed at the minute. Squeeze that leg. Push it out. That's it. Squeeze your bum. And hover. And last one. Bring it out. Okay. Now flex the foot. Super strong leg. We're going to turn. We're going to see if we can bring it out. So it doesn't matter where it lands. Just give it a little hoof out. All right. That's it. Good. Okay. Strong through the hands, through the shoulders again. Slightly round the upper back. Leg back. Point the toes down towards the floor. Open the hip. We're going to swing again. Maybe a little further this time. Nice. Yes, lovely. Okay. Strong in the upper back. Bring that leg back. Good. Last one. We're going to land it all the way forwards to the outside of that right foot. So turn the hip and swing. Lovely. So if you need to, give it a little hoof. Help your hand. Okay. Fingers back. Just lift that chest. So lengthening down the back of this leg and squeezing this thigh. Lift the chest. Use the fingers on the floor to help you drag those shoulder blades down the back. Good. Soften, soften, soften. You might walk forwards with the fingers. Now I'm going to ignore this right leg. I'm going to think about left side. Left bum squeezes, hip forwards. Okay. Pull back with the hips. Come onto that right heel. And forwards. Try and lift the chest. Squeeze this leg. And back. And soften. Down. So each time, I'm trying to lift the chest as well. And squeeze this leg and push it lower. So I've got more of this leg on the floor each time. Okay, let's try again. And forwards we come. All right, so just try your hands here, but step them forwards a little bit and then bring them in and see if you can lift that chest a little bit. Really squeeze that back leg. Good. Should we try an elbow? All right, left elbow. Little test run. Oi, come back. That's it. All right. Try another one. I mean, same elbow. Doing the same thing. And back. That's it. All right. Okay, we're going to go for lizard. So go as much as you want. All right. In. Squeezing that back leg. Squeeze your left bum if you that's bum on the back leg. Try and lift the chest. Try and look forwards. Try and look forwards. Try and look forwards. Nice. Those hands back. All the hips back. Keep the toes pointed this time. Just give it a good stretch down the back. Right. Hands are flat, so bring them wherever you can to get them flat. You don't have to be miles away. All right. Push into the hands to round the upper back. Flex that right foot. Strengthen that leg, lift, bring it back round, and knee in. Nice. Okay, we're going to do like a half frog thing. Right, so walk your hands forward. We're going to tuck the toes and we're going to come into down dog. Right, so we're going to lift those knees off the floor and press the chest back towards the legs. So you might have bent legs, right? You might do a little wiggle of the like step the feet just to start warming up the backs of the legs. Backs of the legs feel tight. Your heels don't have to come to the floor, right? Just working towards that finish. Okay, let's keep still in our down dog. You want to press the chest back, straight through the shoulders, super strong legs, pull those knees up because you're using the thighs, push with the back, I'm squeezing my back, pulling the abdomen in. Good stuff, we're going to roll forwards to plank if we can. I want to really squeeze the shoulder blades there, so helping support the joints. Push back into down dog. Roll forwards into plank. Good. And back into down dog. Lovely. Right leg is coming up, so 3-leg dog. Tuck that knee into the chest, roll forwards. Step that right foot between the hands. Good. That knee down on top. Lift the chest. Coming up. Hands on that knee. Squeeze your left bum. Sinking forwards. Coming to crescent moon. Release the hands here. So I want you to pull those shoulders down here. Inhale, nice wide circle. Interlace the hands. Release the index finger and push up. So your shoulders are coming up now. Left hip is coming down. So like we were in lizard, I'm squeezing here. I'm pushing as much of this leg down, but extending with the arms. Nice. So in this one, look forwards with the hands, your arms either side of the ears if you can. Pushing forwards, pushing forwards. Nice and wide with the hands. Hands down, tuck the back toe, lift that back leg off the floor, stay in low lunge for a couple of seconds. So I'm squeezing that back leg. Step back into plank, push back into down dog. Do the left side. Inhale, left leg up. Squeeze your left bum. Exhale, knee into the chest, rolling forwards. We're going to step that left foot forwards between the hands. Bring that back knee. Good. On top of the back toes. Lifting up, hands on the knee to start with. Sort out head, thinking about right bottom, squeeze it, push the hips forwards. Think what those shoulders are doing. Good stuff. Crescent moon. Arms nice and wide, palms face forwards, all right? So we're going to do a nice big circle with the hands, interlace, release the index finger, push up with the arms, right? Now, super squeeze right bottom, push that hip forwards, as much of that right leg on the floor, hold it there, and nice and wide with the hands, pull those hips back, straighten that left leg, so keep lifting the chest, look, it's soften. Hands down, tuck the back toe, just stop, pause in low lunge. So I'm on the ball of the back foot, I'm lifting the chest, super strong back leg. Hands down, step back into plank, knees down, extended child. Inhale, pull forwards, drag those hands back. Okay, so we're going to extend that left leg out behind. We're going to lift that leg. Okay, now we're going to tuck the knee and bring it forward so that knees come into the outside of that left elbow if you can. And we're going to slide that leg down. So you land that knee gracefully to the outside of that left. All right, So you look weird in this. We're going to slide that right leg back. Da-da-da-da. All right. So I'm going to just tuck that foot in. Does it like it like that, Linda, or you like it sticking out? Better in. So tuck in. So it's not kind of out here. I've got it tucked in. So it's coming on a little angle. Does that make sense? Because it'll feel more comfortable, right? I'm going to wiggle back with that right leg. And I'm going to come down onto forearms here. Now, does that feel there we go. Right. What I want you to do, I'm lightly squeezing this left leg, right? But I'm concentrating on that right hip and I'm pushing that right hip down. So I'm really squeezing that right leg and I'm clawing at the floor and dragging that chest forwards. Nice. So like a sphinx chest. Go wider with the elbow if you want, and then you might have a bit more room to pull that chest through. If you're really narrow, it's a bit, right? So if you have your elbows a bit wider, you've got a bit of room. That makes sense? There we go. Right, so I'm just concentrating on that right hip. Are you feeling it in this left side? Good. Just do a tiny little rock side to side. Squeeze your legs, don't be loosey. All right, but your arms are tired. Your arms are tired. Not enough protein. Yeah. All right, so
Fruit dust.
there's so much protein in that, probably not. All right, so all right, what do we do with the hands then? All right, let's bring the hands together.
Oh, sorry, don't change it just for me.
Why? Because we're fiddling about with the back leg. So you just want to support yourself at the front. Do something with the elbows. Bring them in a bit now if you want. All right. So what we're going to do with this leg, we're going to bring it down so it's level with that hip, and we're going to bring the leg out. So you've got 90, 90, 90. That foot. That's it. Look, froggy foot there. Okay. Now, have you got a gap here? Right. You want to push, squeeze your butt, push that left hip into the floor. You might even do a little wiggle out with that knee. Try and get a bit more flat. Does that make sense? All right. I'm going to lift the chest now. So I'm going to wiggle my elbows back a little bit. I'm looking down at the floor. I'm going to pull the shoulder blades down. Now I'm going to pull that chest forwards, super squeeze the legs. Super squeeze that left hip and push it flat. Splash again. Are we feeling all right? Okay, we can either keep Sphinx chest or we're going to come flat. We're going to bring the arms out. Let me just try this first. Lift the chair. Yeah, that's all right. Okay, so we're going to start with a little back bend. What I want you to think about is squeezing your butt. Okay. Push into the arms, maybe lift the chest. Good. I can really feel this in my right thigh. Down, if you want. Hands back a bit. Right. Okay. Shoulders. Lift. Super squeeze. Super squeeze. Push your left hip down. With the eyebrows. Right. Down. Pull the hands back a little bit. So we're like, I'm in Sphinx now, all right? So shoulders, 4, drag forwards, super squeeze, push that left hip down. Lovely. Relax if you want to. Do Sphinx again, or we can lower down and we can come into Cobra. We haven't really warmed up Cobra, so I'm going to start with my hands. Left thumbs are level with my nose, all right? Squeeze your bum. Push your pelvis into the floor. Push that left inner foot into the floor. All right? Squeeze your right leg. Inhale, lift a little bit. And down. Inhale. And down. Inhale. And down. Good. If you want, if it's feeling all right, you can move your hands back more into a cobra, high cobra shape. If your back doesn't feel warm enough yet, just keep doing the lower one, all right? Inhale, we're going to lift. Keep pushing that left now. A little bit more in that left hip now. Okay, and down we come. Right, we'll do one more of those. Inhale, shoulders roll, lift, lovely. Nice. And down we come. Okay, just support the upper body, so just bring the elbows forwards. We're going to point the left toe and we're going to straighten that leg and then flex again. So I'm going to do a little wiggle out. Okay. Now when we did the little leg roll earlier, I want you to try and push this inner foot into the floor, right? And then I'm squeezing here to kind of roll a little bit. Does that make, yeah? Go on, move it. That's it. So you're rolling that leg in the, I say roll, it's moving a little bit, all right? You're just getting that, your bum to activate in that position, yeah? Squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release, yeah? That's the idea. So it's working with strength in that 90 angle. Okay. We're going to point those toes again. We're going to bring the feet together. We're going to bring the hands under the chest, back up to all fours. Right side, right. Right leg out the back. We're going to lift. We're going to bring that elbow as high up forwards to the outside of that right arm as we can and slide down. Slide that left leg back. Now you might have one hip that's easier than the other, okay? Just have a little wiggle there, see what you think. Maybe move that foot in a little bit. Yeah, stay comfortable. Do you know what I mean? Adjust a little bit. Let's bring those arms down. Keeping that knee quite tight in to start with. I'm squeezing right into that hip crease. I'm pushing that hip down and squeezing that left leg. I'm pushing that left hip. So here I'm lifted. Now I'm going to push down. The chest lifts up. Right? That's it. So wider elbows. Get more chest through. Left side. Clank it down. Right crease. Squeeze. Inhale. Pull that chest through. Really nice. Nice, nice, nice. Big chest band. Okay. Right, let's do a couple more sphinx. So squeeze, push your pelvis down, squeeze your butt, lift the chest. Release. So it's almost like a little cat-cow in this position. Does that make sense? Drag that chest forwards. Squeeze. Right. Worst bloody thing for you, okay. Squeeze. Release off. We did do cobra with the right knee. Right, so bring that knee level with the hip now. So we're doing the 90-90-90 thing, right? So you've got 3 angles, okay? Now, my hip this side is not as flexible as the other side, so I have to make it. I'm going to push my right knee out a little bit wider, have a little wiggle. I'm going to frown and squeeze and push that right hip down towards the floor, okay? Right, to do that kind of extended hypothesis. Seal sort of thing, isn't it? I suppose. What is right? Okay, so clamp your pelvis in position, squeeze your bum. We're going to lift the chest, pull those shoulders down. Super squeeze. Now make it work in that left leg, so you've got room in the right hip to push. So strength on the left side. So you can push that right side down and relax. Bring the hands back a little bit. Do it all again. So super strong left side, all right, to make a little bit of space so you've got room to push that right hip down. And down. Back a little bit. Now I'm in Sphinx. Drag that chest forwards. Super squeeze now. Push right hip, right hip, right hip, right hip. Good. And coming down. We'll bring the hands. We'll do a sort of medium cobra. Thumbs are level with the nose. Think about squeezing. Push your pelvis into the floor. Squeeze your bum. Lift the chest a little bit off the floor. Think about shoulders here. and then lift here. So I want the shoulders down. Good. Hands back if you want. So you're coming into a higher cobra. Clamp that pelvis in position, squeeze your butt, inhale, lift. Nice. And forward. So point the right toes and then straighten that leg out to the side. Flex your foot again when you get there. Right. I've got a yawning gap this side instead of flat. So, oh. Right. Okay, we're not going to do back over in this. What did we do? We did a leg wiggle. Okay, I'm going to come up onto the forearms. Right, I did back over this. So, I'm going to do a little push with the hip. So we're kind of doing our little roll, not roll. A squeeze and a push, squeeze and a push, squeeze and push. That's it, yes. Excellent, that's it, that's it, that's it, good. Keep squeezing that outer hip as you push. All right, excellent. Okay, I'm going to point the toes, bring those legs back together, and back under the shoulders, press into the hands, round the back. Let's come into extended child. I'm going to separate the knees, toes together, and then back into extended child. Now, there's different ways you can kind of focus on child's, all right? I want you to think about squeezing the lower back. Squeeze into the hip crease, squeeze your lower back. And then release. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze. Okay, then come to seated. Right, we're not going to do anything fancy to sit down. So I'm just going to bring the legs out forwards. So we're coming back to our leg strength exercise. So we're not lifting the leg, we're going to come forward. So I'm mat width with my legs, all right? Get your bum out of the way, sit right on the seat bones. So I'm slightly leaning forwards, okay? Strong legs, arms forward, palms, right? So, all right, strong legs, lift the chest, reach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, good. All right, hands down, a bit wider. Eventually, you want your bum to stick out the back, all right? As you get wider, you want to tilt that pelvis forwards, okay? Hands, lift the chest, draw the shoulder blades back, but you can reach forward as you come forward, but try and keep the chest up. 1, 2, I like my palms up. 3, 4, 5. Okay, keep your legs strong. Fingers in the middle, lift the chest. Loving it, aren't you? Right. Super squeeze. And as you come forwards, it kind of goes up the leg. All right. Let's do it with fingers down now, because otherwise you might really go from it at the end. So use your fingers on the floor. Little cat-cow shape. Right. So drag the chest through, round. Drag the chest through, round. Drag the chest through, and each time you might warm up a little bit, might come down a little bit lower. As you come forwards, I want that chest up. It's the lower abdomen coming lower. Can you feel super strong in the leg and your bum wants to stick out the back? Does that make sense? Right. So we can either keep doing the little cat-cow, or we can try and go for the feet if you want. Right. Try not to do that. Try and keep the chest up. Right. It doesn't matter how low we go. but you can use your hands to help pull that chest through. Super strong legs. Exhale forwards, and you might stop and contemplate why we're here. Right, so my shoulders are here. I'm going to pull them back. Use the hands on the legs. Pull. Good. Good. Keep extending the spine. Extending the spine. Might slacken up a little bit. Right. All right. Have you noticed I've come out? Carry on. Good, Nick. Good. So keep the strength in those legs. Keep pressing the abdomen closer towards the floor. Use the hands on the legs to help you get a bit lower. Good. Are you feeling it more tight in the lower back, like concrete? Inside leg. Okay.
Right, actually, it's the pelvis.
Right. That's kind of where you want it, to be honest. Just keep strengthening the legs, keep strengthening the legs, keep strengthening the legs. So I'm feeling it right up there. Now. And then if you want, you can extend the arms forwards, but I'm trying not to round my upper back. Well done. Will that do? Yeah. Let's catch the backs of the legs. Nice and slow. Just lean back. And let's lean back in. Ooh. Right. Just step the feet back on. So I'm still kind of sticky outy. Hands on the legs. I'm going to inhale. Lift that chest. Squeeze your back. Pull the shoulders down. Straighten up, straighten up, straighten up. And relax a little bit. Inhale. Straighten up, straighten up. Pull, pull, pull. Round. Inhale. Good. So we just. There we go. Excellent. All right. That's it. Okay. Let's come into relaxation. Back feeling all right? Good. You can get your socks on, jumper on if you want. Cold.
Saying you haven't been working on.
Clearly. Right, we're doing a little squeeze and release today. So I'm going to concentrate on the right arm. I'm going to lift it just a few inches off the floor. Right, make a fist and then super squeeze the arm. Squeeze. And then let it drop to the floor. Relax. Left arm, lift it off the floor. Make a fist. Super squeeze that left arm. Squeeze. And then release. Both arms together. Off the floor. Make a fist. Squeeze. And then release. Okay. You don't have to lift your legs off the floor because it's quite hard on the lower back. So you can if you want. You can give it a try, but don't feel like you have to. We're going to squeeze that right leg. Super squeeze and release. Left side. Squeeze that leg. Squeeze and release. Both legs together. Squeeze and release. Your bum. We're going to squeeze and release. Lower abdomen. We're going to squeeze. Pull it all in, pull it all in, pull it all in, and then release. Mid back. Give it a squeeze and release. All right, now shoulder blades. We're going to have a little shuffle, so you might need to lift a bit off the floor, bring them together, squeeze your shoulder blades, and then let them shuffle back out. Mid chest, we're going to squeeze, so kind of diaphragm-y, squeeze, and then release. Higher chest, squeeze, chest muscles,
and release. Shoulders, drag them along the floor up towards your ears. So you're shrugging on the floor. Pull them up, pull them up, pull them up, and then push them away. So let them slide back down along the floor, back nearer towards the chest. With the head, we're just going to turn the head to the right side, nice and slow. Just hold it there. Hold it there. Try and push that left shoulder blade away. Next inhale, start looking back at the ceiling, bring that head back, just have a breath in the middle. And then we're going to turn the head to the left side and push that right shoulder blade away, shoulder away, sorry. Hold it there, hold it there. And back to the center. You might need to lift the head off the floor and tuck the chin ever so slightly. We're going to scrunch up the face now. So squeeze the face, scrunch, and release. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And then just let the body relax, let the breath relax, let the body take over. I'm going to do the body rotation. So as quickly as possible, jump through the different parts of the body. Keep yourself alert, but you're not concentrating too intensely. I'm going to start on the right side. Right hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, little finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, right waist, right hip, right thigh, knee, calf, ankle, heel, sole of the right foot, top of the foot, big toe, all of the toes. Become aware of the left hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, little finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, left waist, left hip, left thigh, knee, calf, ankle, heel, sole of the left foot, top of the foot, big toe, all of the toes. Now go to the back. Become aware of the right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, right bottom, left bottom, the spine. Now the whole back together. Now go to the crown of the head, forehead, temples, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, space between the eyebrows, right eyelid, left eyelid, right eye, left eye, right ear, left ear, right cheek, left cheek, nose, tip of the nose, upper lip, lower lip, chin, throat, right chest, left chest, middle of the chest, navel, abdomen. Now the whole of the right leg, whole of the left leg, both legs together, whole of the right arm, whole of the left arm, both arms together, the whole of the back, bottom, spine, shoulder blades, the whole of the front, abdomen, chest. Now the whole of the back and the front together, whole of the head, and now the whole body together. Just become aware of the body lying on the floor. Become aware of the breath. Just notice the breath coming in and out of the nostrils. Just keep bringing your attention back to the breath. The mind starts to wander off, just bring it back. Think about the end of the nose. Just notice the breath coming in and out. Relax that effort and concentrate on the breath now. Just visualize your body lying on the floor. Bit of awareness back to the body. You start to wriggle the fingers and the toes. Slowly drawing the feet together. Maybe bringing the arms up and over. A little stretch if that feels nice on the back. Perhaps bringing the knees into the chest. You can either just hug them in, or you can have a little rock. And then just come up to seated in your own time. You can rock over to that right side if you want, and then sit up or rock up, whichever way you want to go. Just bring the hands on the knees. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Well done. Sorry, I went on a bit and then it was a bit less time for lying down. Right. In the timing, not great. Get your middle splits before you die.
Literally seconds.
Just, yeah.